Good morning, if you watch it this morning. Another carpool weight loss tip. Now, for those of you who are pretty observant, you might notice I'm not in the car, but I've got a bit of an hour to myself, so I thought it'd be good to talk about something. What I want to talk about this morning is something we can all relate to. I did a little survey recently, so thank you for those of you who did the survey. And one of the common themes that people struggle with, which we all do, is snacking late at night. We all do it, me included, we all do it. Something that we enjoy doing, and if we're being honest about it, we're being gluttonous fuckers. Let's be honest, we are. We are not hungry, we're just being greedy fuckers. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You know what? Too many of you beat yourself up for snacking at night time, and you shouldn't. I allow my clients to do it. I do it, and I still stay in shape. I'm 49. It's not quite a six pack. I've got more of a four pack these days, but I still stay in shape. I drink red wine. If I want a Mars bar, well, dairy milk, anyone who knows me knows my thing is dairy milk. I have it. But you know what? I don't beat myself up over it because I've learned over the years what to do and what not to do and to control things and bring things back in. I know when I've overindulged. I know when I can and when I can't. And a lot of you beat yourselves up because you're snacking late at night. And it's not a bad thing. It's not. We work hard, you know. You come home and you know, sometimes you're watching a film, whatever. You want to bite the break out the Doritos, you know. You might want to raid that chocolate cupboard, and that is okay. It is okay. The problem we have is when we don't stop. We overindulge. That is when we have the problem, and that is what you need to take control of. Okay, like I said, there's nothing wrong with you having a little bit of what I call naughty foods, because I hate the terminology that there's bad foods, because there's no such thing as a bad food. You know, there's an analogy that I use with my clients, and any of you watch these videos will learn that there's an analogy that I always use. There's no such thing as a bad food. If you've been walking in the desert for 2 weeks and I come along and give you a Big Mac meal and a dairy milk and a donut, it's going to keep you alive. So there's no such thing as bad foods. Let's not talk about bad food. Call it naughty foods. Okay, and that's what I'm talking about now, naughty foods. So we are allowed to have those, okay, but it has to be moderation. Okay, it's got to be moderation. So, sorry, Sylvie's just walked in, so she just threw me off. So it has to be moderation. So, if you're having these foods late at night, okay, don't beat yourself up over it, okay, but just have a little bit of discipline. Of the next night, go, I can't because I had some last night. Take ownership. Come here. Come here. He's missing out. You've got to take ownership of what you're doing. Okay. You can't be greedy fuckers all the time. We're all greedy fuckers. But we can't do it all the time. Okay. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with cracking on a pack of Doritos on a night time and eating those, or dairy milk, whatever, glass of wine. But it's not something you can do all the time. Okay, you have to take ownership. Like I say, I coach this into all my clients. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with you doing that. You just have to be honest with yourself and not overindulge. Once you've had that, once you've satisfied that craving, take ownership. Put it away. If you're anything like me, a normal sized dairy milk bar is family size bar. But what you need to do sometimes is just take ownership. There'll come a point where you satisfied that craving and you've got the flavour for it now. So what you do is you just become a greedy bastard and you eat the rest of it. Don't. Okay. And that way then, you're allowed to have naughty foods. Okay. So, enjoy your naughty foods. Just don't overindulge. That's it. Life is for living. So let's live our lives happily. If that means sometimes in eating naughty foods, then eat the naughty foods. Just hold yourself accountable for it. And once you've satisfied that bit of a craving, put it to bed. Just don't be a greedy fucker. Okay. That is episode 2 of the Carpool Weight Loss Tips. So I'll do another one probably Friday or if not the weekend. Don't know what it's going to be. If anyone wants me to talk about something, fire it in. I'm quite happy to talk about what you guys want to talk about. All right. Catch you on the next episode.